Hi, how's it going? I'm in a bit of a rush here because I have to go to work in literally like a couple of freaking minutes. So I'm gonna make this fast, easy, and hopefully easy to understand. So from the title of the video, I have some good news and some bad news. And believe it or not, both of them involve sports. And if you know me, I'm not a sports guy. I never I don't really watch football, I don't watch basketball, I don't watch sports in general. The only like sports related things that I watch is esports. That's about it. That's all the sports I watch. So me making a video about sports is very, very rare. And that means that everything that I say in this video, you have to take with a grain of salt because I am not that educated in sports. I'm not Mr. Encyclopedia for sports. So keep that in mind, please. But I do want to talk about it because both of it involves America. So to kick it off, good news and bad news. I heard that starting with the good news is good. So I'm gonna start with the good news, and which is good because the good news is kind of like segment of this video. So the good news is that the World Cup happened, and America played with Paraguay. Paraguay? Paraguay? I don't know how you say the country's name. I'm so sorry if I butchered the name. To all you people who are from that country out there, please forgive me, please. So America has actually won against Paraguay, which is insane. Our soccer team is completely horrendous. I never hear anything good about America's soccer team or football team, whichever one you want to say. I don't want to start any freaking, Twitter debates in the comments about which is correct, soccer or football. But I'm gonna call it soccer because America. So I heard that our soccer team is completely horrendous and dog crap and whatever team they play in the World Cup, they're just gonna immediately get freaking dog clapped on. So seeing that America has beat a country for like the first time, and not only that, it was a 4-1. America has scored on this country four times, and they only scored on us one time. And this isn't like any other country. I heard that Paraguay is like a freaking defense master. This is like probably like one of the best defense teams in all of Africa. That's from what I heard. That's what I heard. Don't take it, grain of salt. Maybe the team is completely dog crap, and that's why America won. But I've heard from a couple of sources that Paraguay is a very highly defensive team, best in Africa. So seeing that America has won against them is unbelievable. So do I think America's gonna win the World Cup? Absolutely not. If America wins the freaking World Cup, I'm gonna donate all my money to charity. That's what I'm gonna say. Unless America is good now compared to the other times, but seeing that America has won against a team is just mind-boggling to me. So that's what I want to say. I wish every other country the best of luck. I don't really watch the World Cup that much. I watch some things, but I keep up, on the internet, like what team won, what teams did. And I cheer for every country. Hopefully, one of them gets the victory that they won. So that's the good news. Now let's talk about the bad news, which is another sports-related topic that is in America. And it is the basketball game. Yeah, there it is. Basketball. Here we freaking go. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about right now. It is the finals game between the Knicks and the Spurs. Wow, what a interesting game that was. Now, I'm not gonna talk about the actual sports game. I'm gonna talk about a little bit more of a serious topic when it comes to that game, which is the fans of the Knicks in particular. To get a little context, I heard that the Spurs just sucked a lot. Everything that they did, they just did it completely wrong. Like they just didn't do it right. It's to the point where it seems like it was like a scripted fight for the Spurs to actually get doggy crap by the Knicks. Um, and it's kind of sad because I heard that the Spurs are really is a really good basketball team. So seeing like a lot of people like disappointed in how they played and like how god awful they played, disappoints a lot of the fans, right? So that's what happened. I'm not gonna like freaking be like John Madden and like dissect the crap out of this game, giving everything, every single thing. That'll be a video for another time if I feel like I'm gonna make a video about it. But what I do want to talk about today is the reactions from the fans of the game. And I think what happened outside of New York City, the Knicks fans, I've seen all the videos all over Twitter, all over the internet of how completely diabolical these people acted to other Spurs fans and also New York City as a whole. These people, I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're Knicks fans or street thugs or whatever they are. They were just enjoying Spurs. Like, if you wore a freaking Spurs jersey, you're like freaking John Wick and freaking Chapter 3 Parabellum. Like, count your freaking days. If you wore a Spurs jersey, you're gonna get body teamed by a bunch of like freaking Knicks fans, a bunch of these freaking people. It was disgusting how like they were injuring people, they were even hurting people. There was a video I saw, a couple of videos I saw where a lot of people like destroying cars, and there was this one particular video I saw where a bunch of these Knicks fans, I'm not gonna like generalize them too a lot. I'm gonna say Knicks fans, were going into a Five Guys and just completely demolishing the entire place. There was an employee working in the back, and they were just throwing chairs at this guy like it's a freaking Waffle House plate fight. Like it's pretty disgusting behavior that this was happening. I hate that this is happening. How violence is so like normalized in today's society now, where we think that it's okay to be violent towards the people and destroy property over a freaking sports game. That has no excuse to be violent, to commit vandalism, to steal, to break cars, to do whatever. That has absolutely no excuse to that. And if you do that, you should be jailed. You should. That's what it should be. Because it doesn't matter that your favorite team won, you have the right to do whatever the hell you want, loot or do whatever. That doesn't give you a right. So it's crazy behavior. I see this. I saw the videos all over New York City. I like every time I score, I'm like, oh my God, what are these freaking people doing? It's disgusting behavior. It's pathetic. It paints a back picture. Now, this is sports violence. Again, I know sports violence has been a thing for a pretty long time. It's not just here in America. Yeah, America is a pretty sensitive country nowadays, don't get me wrong. But sports violence does happen a lot, especially when it comes to like soccer or football. It does happen. And I just find it crazy how us as people get this violent when it comes to sports games. It's a team game. If your team loses, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. It's just a team. If your team won, yippee, your team has won, but it doesn't result, it's not the biggest thing ever. It's not like your team winning is the exact same way that you'll react when you win the freaking lottery, right? It's just sports. It's just entertainment to play with people. You can, like what my mom does when it comes to like the Super Bowl here in America, we pick the opposite teams. So we can, play against each other. If my team wins, haha, you suck, mom. Or if her team wins, haha, you suck, Isaiah. Like, okay, wow, like that's all it is. And I believe that probably some of the big reasons why like there's a lot of sports violence going on is in it is happening a lot is the fact about sports gambling and gambling in general. Gambling has became a very big thing nowadays to the point where I see even some of my people at my school, high schoolers who are even younger than me, are already sports gambling. They're already gambling money. Like Wayne Bet. What's the other freaking one? Like, I don't know. Like, there's another, like, a blackjack dealer, which is called Duel.com. That one has been getting a lot of, like, hype recently. um, Holly market. Like there's a lot of gambling that's happening, and whenever money gets involved into gambling, and whenever someone loses in gambling, it really ticks off their brain because they lost money, and the other person gained money. So of course that would just ignite a reaction to basically be very mad and hurt the guy. And I think that's like a big reason why. I'm pretty sure, without a shadow of a freaking doubt, that sports gambling was involved in this game. And if it wasn't, I'll be surprised because of how these people reacted. Again, and I also believe that the reason they also reacted like this is because of like how sensitive our world has gotten and how normalized violence has become in our society. It's disgusting. It really is. So I saw that it's like freaking Gotham City. It's like freaking Batman is needed in that city. Jesus. But that's what I want to talk about today. I don't want to hold up you guys for too long because I have to go to work soon. I have 15 minutes to get ready and get the freak out of my house, to go to my 9 to 5 job. No, it's not a 9 to 5, but, to go to my job. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about today. Again, take everything I said with a grain of salt. I'm not a sportsman. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there who are more intellectual in sports than I ever will be. But when it comes to video games, TV shows, movies, I'm your guy. Okay, that's all I want to talk about today. That's it. Thanks for watching.